Do you want to build real wealth and never worry about money in your 60s? If you're still spending money on things that does not guarantee your future, things that are draining your wallet and keeping you from reaching your financial goal. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things you're wasting your money on and how you can start making a smarter choice to build the future you deserve. Number 1 is expensive branded clothing. It is understandable that we all want to look stylish, wear the latest fashion, and show off a little bit. It is natural to want to feel good about how we present ourselves. But here is the deal: designer clothes, name brand items, and flashy accessories are not the best way to spend your money, especially when you're trying to build wealth. Let's take a step back and think about it. You might be sporting a Gucci jacket or a pair of Jordan shoes and it's looking great today. But are you going to have enough money to pay your rent or buy groceries the next month? Is that Gucci jacket logo worth the sacrifice of your financial future? Now, I'm not saying you should never buy designer clothes. No, that's not what I'm saying. If you've already built some wealth or have some comfortable financial cushion, then go ahead and spoil yourself. But if you are still figuring out how to get better with your money or you're working towards financial independence, those expensive brands are a distraction. It's not about looking bad. It's about priority. Spending your money on flashy brands when you could be saving it for future is like choosing a temporary pleasure over a long-term success. You don't need to wear Prada or buy a $300 sneaker to be valuable. There are plenty of stylish and affordable alternatives out there that won't hurt your finances. You can visit sites like aliexpress.com, so you'll be sure that you are buying quality for less because you have ended up cutting off the middleman. Number 2, overpriced tech gadgets and upgrades. We have all been there, right? The excitement when a new smartphone drops, or the pressure to have the latest tablet or smartwatch. But let's be real for a second. Do you really need every new tech upgrade that comes out? If your current phone or laptop is still doing the job, why pay hundreds or even thousands for something that only offers minor improvements? The marketing genesis at these tech companies want you to believe that you need the latest and the greatest gadgets. But most of the time, those upgrades don't bring anything significant to the table. Think about it. You are probably using your smartphone for texting, for social media, and some basic applications. If it's doing all that just fine, then why spend extra just to stay current? Instead, save that money and invest it. There are better ways to spend your cash than chasing the newest gadget, especially when the one you have works just fine. Of course, sometimes the upgrade are tempting. The new model might have a better camera, a faster processing speed, or other cool features. But if you don't really need those upgrades, don't fall for the hype. Stick to what works for you and save that cash for something that will actually help you build wealth or reach your financial goals. Number 3, credit card interest. This one can be a real destroyer if you are not careful. Credit card can be a useful tool for building your credit or making purchases in a snap. But if you are carrying a balance and only making the minimum payment, you are setting up yourself for a serious financial disaster. Credit card interest is expensive, and what is worse is that it compounds, which means you are paying interest on top of interest, which makes your debt grow faster. Now, let's say you owe a £500 on your credit card and you only pay the minimum amount due. You see, over time, that £500 will turn into a £600, and the £600 will turn to a £700 or more just because of those interest charges. And that money could have been something you would have used to pay off your debt, or perhaps save for the future, or even invest in building wealth. The easiest way to avoid credit card interest is very simple. Pay off your balance every month. If you can't pay it off at all once, try to at least pay more than the minimum. If the credit card are not necessary for your lifestyle, consider leaving them out of the picture altogether. It is tempting to use credit card for reward and points, but if you are paying interest, the points you earn don't add up. In the end, you are losing money rather than saving money. Instead, focus on paying off your balances before they become a problem. Number 4, unused subscription. How many subscriptions do you have? If you have ever taken a moment to look at your bank statement, you might be shocked by how many recurring charges you've been paying for things you don't even use. Things like training services, gym membership, software subscription, they all add up over time. Now, take a minute to review all your subscriptions. Do you still watch those services, or do you still sign up for a free trial and forget to cancel it? If you don't use it enough to justify the monthly charges, it is time to cancel it. In fact, a study found out that that people can save an average of £70 per month just by cancelling unused subscription. That's about £840 a year, and over a decade it will be around £8,400. Now imagine what you could do with that money. The point is, if you're not using something regularly, stop paying for it, clean up your subscription, and you will see how much money you can save. It's a small habit that can have a big impact on your finances over time. Number 5, lottery ticket. I know we all love the idea of winning big, the fantasy of buying a ticket and finding out that you hit the jackpot. It is tempting, right? But in reality, buying a lottery ticket is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. Sure, you might not be spending a lot, maybe you're spending £5 or £10 here and there, but that money adds up over time. And now the odds of winning the lottery are astronomically low, and most of the time you're just throwing money away. Now if you want to talk about waste, here is it. For the amount of money people spend on lottery tickets, they could use it to invest in their future. Instead, the lottery tend to be a tax on the poor, because those who can least afford it are often the ones buying the most tickets. The dream of instant riches keeps people hooked, but it's just a game of chances that cost you money you could be putting towards more productive financial goals. Number 6, ordering food delivery. Look, I get it, sometimes you're tired, you don't feel like cooking, and the convenience of food delivery is too good to pass. But here is the thing, if you are ordering food delivery regularly, you are throwing money away. Now think about it, a meal that costs £15 or £20 at a restaurant can turn into a £30 or £40 by the time you add up delivery and tip. And if you are ordering multiple times a week, that's a huge drain on your wallet. The thing is, you don't need to be cooking meal every night, but making sure you prepare your own food can save you a tons of money. Now if you can walk or drive to pick up your food, do that instead of paying extra for delivery services. It is true that it's convenient to have your food delivered to you, but is it really worth the extra cost? Maybe, probably not. Remember, if you are physically able, you don't need someone to bring food to your doorstep. Going to pick up yourself or even preparing a meal at home is a much smarter financial move. And number 7, expensive online courses and boot camps. In today's world, everyone is looking for that next big opportunity to improve themselves, whether it is in business growth, personal development, or financial success. We are constantly bombarded with advertisements for expensive online courses, boot camps, and one-on-one coaching section. But here is the truth, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on these programs to achieve your goal. Most of the information you are seeking is out there, often for free or at a fraction of the cost. For sure, some of these courses are legitimate, we can't doubt that, and can add value to your life. But many are simply overhyped sales pitches designed to get you to spend big. Now, don't fall for the trap. Paying for a £10,000 for a course that promises success. You can often find the same information on YouTube or through more affordable programs. There's no need to go into debt or drain your savings just to level up your skill. Rather, focus on quality, not quantity. Don't let flashy marketing convince you that you need to spend big to improve your life or business. Instead, save that money and invest it in a more meaningful way. Remember, building wealth is not about making huge sacrifices. It's about making smarter decisions with your money. By cutting out these unnecessary expenses, you are freeing up money to invest in things that actually matters, which is your future, your health, and your long-term goals. As David Bach wrote in his book, The Atomic Millionaire, and I quote, "The key to wealth is not how much money you make, but how much money you keep." You see, the little things you do or don't do today can have a big impact on your financial future. Now, here are 5 steps on how you can get better with your money. Number 1, track your spending and stick to a monthly budget. Number 2, resist the urge to make impulse purchases, especially on non-essential items. Number 3, use the 30-day rule. Wait for 30 days before buying something to see if you still want it. Number 4, cancel subscription you don't use and save that money. And number 5, live below your means and be intentional about every purchases. Because at the end of the day, your financial future is in your hand. Spend your money wisely and you will be well on your way to building that wealth and independence you've always wanted. If you have watched this video up to this time, I want to say thank you. Take care of yourself, take care of your finances. Until next time, I'll see you again.